हेलो हेलो। ठीक है। वॉइस इज आल्सो क्लियर। हेलो हेलो। Hmm. Link is online. So we have one viewer right now. I hope my voice is clear. Voice is clear. Okay. Voice is okay. And let's wait for a couple of minutes and then we will start the session. Let's Hi everyone. So we will wait for a couple of more minutes and then we will start the session. Hey, hi everyone. So we have four participants here right now. So let's wait for a couple of minutes and then we will start this session, okay? But I want this session to be a little bit interactive. So this is going to take your support also. So how many of you are ready to take this session ahead with me? You can just type it in the chat or just send a thumbs up. Hi, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Okay, so we do have active participants here right now. Perfect. So let's wait for 2 more minutes and then we will start the session. Hope my voice is clear. If my voice is clear, just share a thumbs up. Or do I need to make some changes? Good morning, ma'am. So it's 10:33 and we will start it sharp at 10:35. Hi, good morning, ma'am. Let's wait for 1 more minute and then we will start the session. Hi, Prakash ji. Good morning. So it's 10:35 and let's see how many active viewers we got. So right now we have around 5, I guess. 5 active viewers, and if it is 5, 5 plus, okay, we have 10 active viewers. Perfect. So we can start this session. Okay, so but still before starting this session, I really want to thank Shweta ma'am, especially, and second Casey's team for this amazing initiative, for their vision to make the younger generation healthy and fit. And my name is Hardik Singh, co-founder of Fit Together, and we specialize in making your lifestyle better. And we help you to make an environment not for just yourself, but for your kids too. Okay. And see, today's session is not just about fitness or weight loss, it's about your kids' future health. Okay. And if we talk about the reports or the health conditions in India right now, see, over the past decades, kids' health has been degraded drastically. Okay, and see, according to the WHO report, one out of every five kid in India is overweight or obese. Okay, that means he or she is more than 50% of the required body weight, and that is quite a lot. And let me tell you one more thing, this number has been doubled in the last 10 years, and according to the WHO report, it is going to just tripled from today onwards, or from this 2025 till 2035. Okay, and that is quite a huge jump. Okay, and at the same time, see, we are talking about obese kids, the kids which are overweight, And yet, at the same time, 35% of children under 5 are affected by malnutrition. Meaning, we are seeing overweight kids and undernourished, undernourished kids at the same time. Okay, that's quite an irony. And see, this number is increasing in the urban cities. Okay, and there's one more thing which is increasing in the urban cities: the consumption of the food, packed food, sugary drinks. Okay, and that is increased by three times the recommended dose. Okay, and that's quite a lot. That means if your body needs one roti a day, you're consuming three. If your body needs one juice packet a day, you're consuming three. And this is you. What about your kids? Your kids are consuming twice, thrice. Okay, so that's not really good. And there are a couple of issues more. Uh, you can say your sleep timings or your kids' sleep timing. See, on an average, the kid should sleep at least 8 to 9 hours. Okay, he or she have very rigorous daily routine. He needs to go to the school, go to the tuitions, each and everything. So the sleep should also be increased up to that mark. But right now it has been degraded by a couple of hours, and it's by at least 40% if we talk about a decade ago. Okay, so sleep deprivation, stress levels, late night screens, academic pressure. See, these all things directly relates to your kids' hormonal imbalances, your kid fat storages, and see, what will be the result of these? Okay, the result is very clear: adult-like health diseases such as insulin resistance, fatty liver, early puberty, and even anxiety to a 7-year old, 8-year old. And that is really something which is extremely dangerous right now. Okay, and still most people believe that the healthy as their kid is healthy as long as they are overweight. This is a very dangerous misconception. Okay, being being overweight is not healthy. Okay, so see, today we will understand how our bodies work, and we will make it a fun project, fun family project to fight against these issues. But let's start it with something more simple. I want everyone to answer. Okay, you can just raise your hand, you can comment in the box, or just say it out loud at home. Okay, I just want to know how many of you eat your meals while watching TV or using a phone. Okay, I am waiting for the answers in the chat box. Let's see how you eat and what are you watching nowadays while eating food. I'm waiting for comments. Let's see at least one to two comments. That how many of you eat your meals while watching something? It could be your favorite serials, it could be your favorite movie, or you just use your phone while consuming your meals. Okay, so Pooja ma'am, do watch TV while consuming meals. Okay, we got one more. We got one 90s kid. Hi, good morning. Okay, so we got a couple of more participants. So I'm going to repeat the question. I was asking about how many of you people consume your meals or eat your food items while using your phone or while watching your favorite movie or TV serial. Don't worry, most of us do, and you are not alone. Okay, so let's take another question. Okay, we will going to take similar question. Oh, while scrolling. Okay, how many? Okay, yes. Now also we are watching your video while having food. Yeah. Okay, I see. I can completely understand this, and you are exactly not alone. Okay. And see, okay, so that was my first question. Now let's jump to the second question. How many minutes do you move? Okay, you move, you play, or exercise together as a family each day. Okay, now I want answer of this question also. How many minutes as a family you move? Okay, that is a really good thing if you are not watching something while eating. That's a really amazing thing in nowadays world. Half an hour walk, perfect. Half an hour walk as a family. Okay, not on individual level. I want to see as a family how much do you move on a daily basis. This is exactly why this session is important. Okay, the food we eat, the habits we follow, don't just change our weight. See, it actually change our cells. It make changes on cellular level. Okay, so we are going to talk about this and see, but before understanding this, before understanding the body weight or just the fat, we need to exactly understand that what are the major issues. 45 to 1 arm. Okay, so we got a couple of people here who are really amazing when it comes to the physical sessions. So that is really good. Okay, so let's move forward with this session. Okay, and we are going to talk about the most important thing that almost no one teaches, and yet it affect every single person's health for their whole life. Okay, so let's clear one of the biggest myth right now. Okay, first, fat is not bad. Okay, fat is not the villain, fat is not the enemy. Most of the people just blaming fat for each and everything, but fat is just simply your stored energy. Okay, so the food we eat, the body uses some of that food for energy. Okay, suppose I am drinking this tea or something. Okay, it is actually water, but I am taking it as an example. So if I'm consuming something, the body will try to utilize it. Okay, but if it's left over, it gets stored. And where does the body store it? Inside your fat cells. Hope that's clear. Okay, I'll try to make it as simple as possible. But if you find any issues while during the session, you can move ahead with the questions. That won't be an issue. Okay. So let's imagine your fat cells like a small balloons. Okay, and these balloons are inside of your body. Now, if you eat more food than your body needs, the balloons will fill up. And when you eat the right amount and move your body, the balloons will shrink. Okay, so so simple, right? You can just write anything, send a thumbs up or anything. That would be okay. I just wanted to be a little bit interactive. Okay, so that we can be on the same pitch together. Perfect. Okay, so we got the basic essence of how the body cells or the fat cells or the new balloons. Okay, the balloons right now we are considering the fat cells as balloons. Okay, so I want to ask you something. What will happen if we overeat too often, or what will happen if we just move too little? The body doesn't just fill the balloons at that point. Okay, it starts making new balloons, new fat cells, new storage bags. Okay, and once a storage cell is created, it almost never goes away. Okay, that means it can be shrinked, but make it disappear is going to be really difficult thing. So let's say your child develops 50 cells, 50 fat cells while growing up. Okay, 50 is very small number, I'm taking it as an example. But let's suppose your child develops 50 cells while growing up. Okay, an average child do that, and those cells can go up and down in size throughout the life, no issues at all. But if habits leads to developing 100 fat cells, then even as an adult, the body is working with double storage capacity. Okay, and that means weight gain happen faster. a lot faster, approximately double as comparative to a normal kid, and fat loss becomes harder, as harder as he or she needs to put twice efforts as comparative to a normal kid. Okay. And see, I want to say this very lovingly, very respectfully. Kids do not create fat cells on their own. Okay, they don't buy groceries, they don't decide the family routine. They learn how to eat, how to move, and how to live, and that from a home environment. Okay, see, this is not about blame, this is about power. Okay, this means that parents, you have the power to shape your kids lifetime health, and that is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so remember this, your fat cells are just like balloons. You When you eat too much junk, they inflate. When you eat balanced food and move, they deflate. Okay, but if you overeat for many months, your balloon will add more balloons, and those balloons will stay for life. So let's protect your balloons. Okay, so let's protect your fat cells. So hope this part is clear to each and everyone. I'm simply saying that your goal is not to stop eating. Okay, the goal is not to be scared of food. The goal is simple: eat what your body needs and move your body every day. Okay, so how many of you are agreeing with me on this topic? You can just raise your hand. Okay, so someone there is not agreeing with our uh, theory. No issues at all. Yeah, I am open to each and everything. You can just share what you would like. Okay, no issues at all. Perfect. Yes, true. I agree. Okay. Hmm. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So let's jump to the second section of this webinar. Okay, and the second section is all about why kids are gaining fat faster as comparative to 10 years ago. Okay, see, now we do understand how fat cells work. Okay, but this is not the gain right now. Nowadays, this gain is not because of the kids are becoming lazy. Okay, first, let's clear this part. Kids are not getting lazy, kids are not getting weak. Your kids are gaining fat because the world around them has changed now. Okay? Think about the snack we used to eat as a kid. Okay. Let's not just think, write in the chat that what were your favorite snacks as a kid? Or do you have had any? Or you were just consuming a couple of fruits or anything? Your favorite snack you used to eat as a kid. What could be that? Okay. It could be a banana. It could be peanuts. It could be roti, milk, poha. So these are the items which we were consuming as a kid. But today we have juices, we have chips in every amazing flavor. We have biscuit in every cupboard, chocolate spreads, instant noodles, pet snacks. These are super easy to open, super tasty, and extremely addictive. Okay? And these foods are extremely high in sugar and sodium and extremely low in nutrition value. Okay, so the children's balloon, the fat cells, keep getting filled again and again. Okay, so this is one of the first major issue. And when it comes to the second issue, that is the low activity the low activity levels. Okay, so if we talk about movement, a few years ago kids used to play outside after school. Okay, they run, they cycle, get dirty, fall, get up, each and everything. Okay, so movement was natural at the time. But today, video games, phones, series. Okay, comparative to before, kids are sitting more than ever. Okay, and we are comparing it from the last 10 years. Okay, and see, this is not a kid's fault, this is just the environment. See, the body is built to move. Actually, the body is built to hunt. So when the movement goes down, and eating goes up, the body says, okay, store the extra energy and add more balloons. Okay, so we have find out two major issues right now. Okay, first is the eating pattern and the availability of negative food which your body don't requires. Second, the environment around them which is making them to be more sedentary. Okay, and see, the third one is extremely important, and we together have unknowingly started using food as a reward. Okay, so let's say if your kids get a good marks in certain exams, okay, good marks, let's order a pizza. Okay, feeling sad, have some chocolate, or did something well, ice cream time. Okay, but see, this is where when food becomes comfort. And if this will happen, the body will stop listening to the food signals, your hunger signals. And after that, see, the children's learn to eat for emotions, not for energy. This needs to stop. Hope you all are getting my point, as this one was one of the most important point which each and everyone is doing right now. So I want you to stop using food as a reward. Okay, and see, there is one more thing which people tends to ignore, and this can be considered as a last factor which which is creating issue. It is the sleep cycle. Okay, so when your kids sleep late, he or she wake up tired. So two things happen. First, hunger hormone increases. Second, energy level drops. Okay, so the kid will wake up craving for junk food and doesn't feel like moving. So as soon as the kid wakes up, you give them their favorite chocolate drink. So that, okay, you can mix this energy booster chocolate drink, and your kid will grow up and each and everything. So these are all the marketings, and you fall for that. Okay, and this cycle, if repeated daily, leads to fat cell growth. Okay, so I'm combining fourth point from second point, from first point, the availability of negative food items. Okay, but these are the four major issues which are creating problems right now. Okay, so first is availability of negative food items. Second is low activity level, and third is emotional and stress eating. Okay, you are creating this issue. And last is sleep and meal timings. Okay, so these are the four issues. So we need to correct all these. Okay, these are making more problems right now as comparative to uh, just a particular food items. Okay, so the reason kids are gaining fat faster today is not genes. Okay, it's not simply a faith, it's simple habits shaped by the environment. And there is an amazing news. Okay, environment can be changed, habits can be changed, routine can be changed. Okay, and we need to correct only these three things in order to be a better parent. Okay, I'm not judging you, but still I'm providing you some essence that how you can just change the health. See, this means you have full power to turn this around. Okay, and uh, there is a saying of a movie that with great power comes great responsibilities. Okay, so you need to just utilize this power, and in the next session, we will, in the next part, I mean, we are going to talk about how parents unknowingly shape their kids' metabolism. Okay, and with how small changes we can build a home where health happens naturally. But before moving forward, you can just type your questions till previous session if you have any regarding fat cells or regarding the habits which are creating a negative environment in your home or around them. Okay, so we can go ahead with a couple of questions, and we will wait for 1 minute. If there is a question, we will move with the question, otherwise we will move ahead with the session. Okay, So before I begin, I want to say this clearly again, that this is not about blame. This is about understanding. Understanding about power, and understanding what power you have as a family. See, children don't learn from what we tell them. Okay, they will never learn from what we tell them. They will learn from watching us to do some things. Okay, they learn from what they see. Okay, not just about telling them. So if a parent eats while scrolling on the phone, I have received a comment a couple of minutes back about scrolling. So if a parents eat while scrolling on the phone, the child learns that it is normal. Okay, and if food is used as a reward, the kids learn that okay, eating based on emotion and not hunger is normal. Okay, that's why most of us do food parties when it comes to enjoy a moment or a celebration. Okay, celebration is not only related to foods. Okay, and if a so sorry, and if a parent says I am too tired to move today, the children will learn that movement is optional. So our kids are watching us, not to judge us, but to learn how to live. Let's take it an example. If the snack shelf at home is filled with chips, chocolates, biscuit, no one in the house need the willpower to eat them, because the environment is already designed for overeating. Okay, but if the and at the same time, if the same shelf if is filled with fruits, nuts, curd, chana, milk, then the healthy eating becomes natural, not forced. Right now, if you will start eating healthy, you will think that okay, it is about discipline and it is about the extreme dieting and each and everything. See, health is not about discipline, it is more about environment design. Okay, and see, when one person in the family decides to be healthy, it's hard, it is extremely hard. But the family but when the family does it together, it everything becomes easy. Okay, everything become an environment, everything become a lifestyle, and that should be your target. Okay, because see, children feel supported, parents feel motivated, and the house become a place that builds health, not stress. Okay, so how many of you remember the balloon story from earlier? 50 balloons, 200 balloons. How many of you remember that? You can just raise your hand. I want each and everyone to be active on the chat box. Okay, you can just raise your hand, or just share an emoji. Okay, so if the parent creates routine, screen while eating, junk food daily, and limited movement, then the balloons, which are fat cells, keep getting added. But when the parents lead healthy habits, okay, balloons will stay small and light. Okay, so all the parents here, you are not just feeding your kids, you are shaping their organs, you are shaping their hormones and future. Okay, their long term health, this is in your hands. And if you don't make big changes, start with small changes, consistent family habits that can transform everything. Okay, so see, before jumping to the next part of the session and just saying each and everything, I want certain commitments from your side, that you are going to utilize today's session and starts developing certain habits. Okay, certain good habits which will assist you as a family to grow more healthier together. Okay, so we are going to take a pledge. We are going to take a promise that how and what simple habits we are going to include from today onwards into our lifestyle. Okay, I am going to assist you with the five uh, small habits you can start from today, just after this session. Okay, but after these five uh, simple home habits. I want you to give me one habit from your side which you are going to opt for your kid. Okay. So from my side, it is going to be eat without screen for at least next 20 days. Okay. After the 20 days, you will develop a habit. You can talk, laugh, share your day. You cannot just go through your screens. So, how many of you are ready to take this action with me? How many of you are going to quit your screen times while eating? Okay, someone was eating while this YouTube live also. I don't want you to stop your meal right now. But how many of you are going to just stop eating without your screen? Sonia, I'm going to follow that. And that is really amazing. See, this habit can entirely change your eating pattern. Okay, you will just feel your food more tastier as your each and every senses are going to just devour that meal. Okay, perfect. So the next habit is going to do a physical movement together. Okay, I don't want you to do it alone. Make a habit to move your kids also, so that they will understand that movement is normal. Okay, so you can just move 20 minutes together. It can be a walk, it can be dance, it can be stretch, anything. Okay, but I want you to move with your kids for at least 10 to 20 minutes per day. Okay, so we have two habits which you need to follow from today onwards, and we will go ahead with three more. Okay, and this is going to be a little bit difficult one, but you have to replace your junk food items with a fruit or nut. Okay, I'm not talking about your kids junk food item, I'm talking about your food item. Okay, we'll try to getting it down. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so when you will change your food item, the kid will learn from you that okay, this should be the best item for the snacking. Okay, my ma is eating that, that means I should eat that. My pa is eating that, that means this should be normal. Okay, we need that kind of mentality from our kids. Okay, so the first is uh, eat without screens. Second is 20 minutes movement daily. And third is replace at least one junk meal from your life. Okay, so in front of a minute. Okay, so I have a question that my kid is generally eating meals sitting in front of a mirror. Does it count as screen time? Uh, it depends on the age of your kid. So if he or she is quite young, then he's just exploring things. So no, it will not just count as a screen time. Actually, this is extremely good. And in the earlier stages, kids are trying to just look at the things and just absorb all the environment around them. So that won't be an issue. Just don't give him or her your mobile phones or laptops. Okay. My kid already been following eat without screen. That is really amazing. If your kid is doing that, he is going to be extremely fit. Okay. These small habits can just shape their futures. Perfect. Okay, so we have seen three habits which you are going to do from today onwards, and we are going to talk about two more. After that, I need at least one or two habits from your side which you are going to do from today onwards. Okay, so the fourth one is going to be stay hydrated. Okay, drink more water, and you can do it together. Okay, see, hydration can be a teamwork. As soon as you wake up, you consume your water. Give your kid uh, at least half a glass of water. Okay, so that he or she can develop this habit to drink water in the morning itself. Okay, it just restart your metabolic rate. It just restart your body. Okay, so we got four habits: replace junk, drink more water, move together 20 minutes, and eat without screen. And the last and the one of the most important one is sleep on time. Okay, sleep on time. It just resets your mechanism. It just resets your hormones, and the kid will learn from you only. Okay, Staying up late even for work is not that good. Okay, I do understand work is necessary. I do understand your time is necessary, but your kids are more important for you. Okay, so you need to make them learn. You just don't make them sleep at 9:30 or 10, that okay, just go ahead and sleep. Okay, if your kid is small, you try to just you cuddle them. Okay, you हम लोग जिसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि प्यार करके सुलाते हो बच्चे को. So I want you to just be with them. Okay, perfect. So no big changes, just small steps every day together. So I have given you 5 tasks right now, okay, which you have to do. Eat without screen, move 20 minutes together, replace your one junk food item, drink more water together, and sleep on time. Now I want at least one commitment from your side. Okay, these are the five commitment. These are the 5 tasks which I have given to you. Now I want your ideas for the group which is present here right now, that what things you are going to do, or what things others should do which you are doing right now. Okay, I think most of the people are extremely excited to follow each and everything. Let's see what things you are going to include in this. Sleeping on time, perfect. So I got one comment, and sleeping on time is one of the crucial thing which people tends to ignore. Okay, so if you are going to follow that, that is really amazing. Okay, and other peoples are going to include, let's see what things they are going to include in their routine. Okay, don't give me a 6 month, just tell me that okay, you are going to follow the five commitments, five targets which I have given to you right now. Hmm. Okay, I'm waiting for more comments. Move together for 20 minutes. That's an amazing commitment that you are giving. Okay, if you are not moving right now, moving together for 20 minutes is going to be the biggest task which you are going to follow. Okay, but all the best for this task. Go light initially. You can go ahead with a 20-minute walk. You can go ahead with a 20-minute play. You can follow any kind of sport which your kids follow. Okay, so that is a really amazing target. Perfect. Perfect. Eating without screen, good. Following water intake, will work on rest for. Perfect. Perfect. So each and everyone is going to follow the targets. Perfect. So now sleep on time. Perfect. Done. So now we have learned how our fat cells work, right? A 20-minute walk with my daughter, and perfect. That is okay. I'm getting certain amazing commitments from your side, and but I want you to follow that. Okay, these are not just words; these are commitments, and I want you to follow that. Eating without screen, stay hydrated for full day. That is really amazing, Pankaj. This is the base of the health of the family. Okay, so this is really amazing. Perfect. So, so now we have learned how fat cells work. We have learned today's environment leads to quicker fat storage, and how families can turn this around with simple daily habits, which you are going to follow from today. Now, I want to share something special to you. Okay. See, we do understand how habits are not built overnight, and we do know that they cannot be crushed overnight. So, we have created something special for you. Okay, there's something special which will make you break that negative loop. Negative loop of what? Okay, negative loop of eating poorly, negative loop of staying sedentary due to your lifestyle or due to your work environment. The reason could be anything. Result is your lifestyle is sedentary. You're eating less food, you're eating wrong food items. You are Your lifestyle is not up to the mark as to make a better environment for your kids. Okay, so in order to break this negative chain, we have created a 21 days challenge. That okay, if you want to break this zone without even thinking that okay, what should I do or what should I not, we need to develop certain habits, and 21 days are more than enough to develop a habit. Okay, so we have created a challenge. It's not just about dropping your body weight, it's not just about me moving more, it's about developing certain amazing habits. So in this 21 days we will help you that how your day should look like, how you should eat, and how you can make your home a fat burning chamber. Okay, so it's not just about trainings and each and everything, but we are going to provide you the meal plating. That okay, uh, this this is how your meal plate should look like. We are going to provide you a special method which we have curated especially for parents, that okay, this is the time zone at which you should eat, so that your digestion improves, so that your energy levels goes, just break your rooftop. Okay, so in this 21 days, first we are going to focus on the meal. The second, the most important one is movement. Okay, see, as I was saying that okay, you need to move together for the 20 minutes, and but see, I do understand that most of you exactly don't know how to do certain movements and what movement should be done when it comes to your kids or when it comes to your particular body also. So in order to counter that zone, we have especially come up with a physical live sessions. Okay, that you can do so that you can just be a better version of yourself when it comes to the physical task. Okay, so first we will help you to improve your meals. Second, we will help you to improve your physical movements. Third, as we are taking this session right now, we are going to take a little bit small session every week so that we can understand your challenges. Okay, what things you are facing when it comes to the meals, when it comes to the movement. So it is going to be on an exclusive community, and this community is going to make you more better when it comes to your lifestyle. Okay, so most of the people just don't develop a lifestyle here. Most of them lost at least 5 kgs in the 20 days. Okay, but still it's not about losing weight, it's about developing habits. Okay, so if you need our help to develop the mechanism, if you need our help to develop the environment, Casey's team is going to share you a link. Okay, a link in which there will be a form, but I want you to fill the form only if you are extremely dedicated to resolve this issue in the next 20 days. If you wanted that okay, let's try this and each and everything, then uh, we are not a good fit for each other. If you are extremely dedicated in order to resolve this issue in the next 20, 21 days, 30 days, then only fill the form, and we will move forward and we will teach you that how you can resolve this issue. Otherwise you can just go ahead and look at our previous post. It will just assist you to develop certain small habits. Okay, and now I guess we have completed each and every part of today's session. We have completed that how what is fat first. Okay, it's not villain, it's just a mechanism of our body. Second, how fat cells in the childhood age is going to affect the kid when he or she becomes an adult, and how it is affecting right now and how it is affecting the health in the future. And see, the goal is simple: to help family build happy, healthy, active routines together. So we have looked and committed the 5 things which you are going to follow from now onwards. Okay, eating without your screens, your hydrations, movement, each and everything which you are going to follow. And last, the 21 days challenge. If you need our help, we are going to help you, and if you can do it your own, that is really amazing. Okay, so let's jump to the question part. If you have any questions or each and everything, you can just type it in the chat box, and then we will wind up the session. Okay, this session is going to take 5 minutes more, so you can just type your questions in the chat box. So I'm waiting for questions. It can be related to each and everything. You can ask about the 21 days challenge which we are going to provide, or you can ask about the fat cells. You can ask about the habits, or you can ask about the meal which your kids are consuming right now. That won't be an issue. Okay. And if you have any particular issues related to your health, related to your kids' health, your kids' development, see, nutrition does affect your kids' growth also. Okay, so that's why we need to create habits to eat clean. It's not only about fat; it's about growth. So when's the next session is going to start? The next 21 days session is going to start on 29th October, and the registrations will start from today onwards, and it is going to be closed on 27th at, I guess, 5 to 6 p.m. But it will start from today onwards, so I want you to fix your slot, as we don't want a lot of people in our group. We try to keep it as small as possible, okay, so that we can focuses on each and every one person. Okay, perfect. So any more questions? Let's wait for 2 more minutes for more questions. Shall I share contact number with you? See, we are going to provide you what we say, Google form, and you can share your contact details there. Or after this this webinar, you can just comment your contact number on the chat also. So we will reach out to you. That won't be an issue. But try to fill the form which we are going to provide you. Okay, and the second is you can share in the chat box itself. Okay, not in the live chat, share it in the normal chat. What is best nutrition food breakfast and food for kids aged group 5? See, particular items, if you are asking for, I would recommend you to go ahead with high protein items. Okay, go ahead with protein, paneers, milk. See, dairy and dairy related products should be your first priority when it comes to the 5-year old, as he or she needs protein for that muscle development. He or she needs that calcium for the bone development. Okay, so these should be the criterias. And see, there's one more thing. Younger kids require more protein as comparative to an adult. Okay, I'm not talking about the exact quantity, I'm talking about the ratio. That if an adult requires 1.5 as per her body weight or his body weight, I'm taking it as an example, it is actually zero point 0.8 as per her body weight, the kids require at least twice. Okay, so try to incorporate dairy on daily basis. Okay, that should be your first priority. Second, make them eat greens. Okay, greens is not only about fibers on each and everything, but it's about the micronutrients, the small nutrients which the kids get deficient sometime. Okay, so two things should be at your first priority. First, the dairy and dairy related products, curd, milk, paneer, each and everything. Second, priority should be greens. Okay, make them eat broccolis and methis and each and everything, peas. Okay, so your question was really good, and we will take one more question and then we will wind up the session. Let's see what question do we get. Let's select one question from the chat box. Okay, so I am giving you, I am giving you a homework right now. Each and everyone who is present on the chat right now. Okay, so as we have uh, just fixed that five things we need to do: screen, no screen while eating, moving together, water intake, and each and everything which we have selected together. That okay, these are the things we are going to do. Now I want you to bring one more habit which you are going to add and which you want each and every person should add into his or her lifestyle. Okay, so that his or her kids may grow more healthier. Okay, so you can do it now, you can do it after a day, you can do it after a couple of days, but I want your comment on my chat box that okay, this is the thing which each and everyone should do, and we are doing this, consuming this from our childhood. Okay, or you are going to take a pledge that okay, this thing is I am going to acquire into my lifestyle and you should do, you should too. Okay, so let's wind up this session, and it was a really amazing uh, uh, what we say, the really amazing people who are connected with me together, who are extremely engaging and sharing each and everything. So let's take a pledge that we are going to build a healthier lifestyle for ourselves to make a better future for our kids. Okay, so all the best for this. If the kids is eating by themselves, is it okay they eat small portions too? Okay, so we got one question here. We will take this question and then we will wind up the session. The question is, if the kid is eating by themselves, is it okay if they eat small portion also? It's absolutely amazing. If your kid is if your kid is small and he or she is consuming the food by themselves, that is really amazing thing. Let him eat, okay? And over the period of time, his or her appetite will change. Okay, so portion is not an issue. They should eat themselves. Okay, most of the people are just forcing kids to consume foods. But see, as the food which we are consuming, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, kids don't have that window. Okay, they work on hunger mechanism. Okay, we work on timings. That okay, it's 1 p.m. and we should eat. So don't just train your kid for that routine right now. If your kid is below 5, have them food whenever they want. Okay, just try to avoid the junk food items and make them eat uh, very nutritious food. Make them eat egg, make them eat a fruit. Okay, but don't force themselves to overeat. Okay, they will consume food as per their hunger levels. Perfect. So let's wind up this session. And it was so amazing to have you here. And if you find any questions and do have any doubts, you can just reach out to us. Okay. Okay, we got one more very good question. And I don't want to drop this question. So let's go ahead with this also. Your kid is a picky eater. She is not interested to eat anything, only home cooked rice. That won't be an issue. If she wants to eat rice, just combine rice with a source of protein. Okay, make her if you do consume eggs, make her egg fried rice. Okay, if you do consume paneer, make them paneer rice. Okay, make them pulao, make her pulao. Okay, so whatever your kid wants to eat, just make it a little bit more exciting, make it a little bit more colorful, and most of the issues are resolved there. Okay, don't force your kid to eat the other things. Okay, uh, just combine other things into your meal without knowing them. Okay, so if your kids don't eat broccoli, just blend them and make them into a curry. Okay, so all the nutrients they'll get, and they won't even know that okay, these are the things which are consuming. Okay, but see, a particular food item should not be an alien item for the kid. Okay, so if your kids don't eat greens, you eat greens in front of them and act like they are extremely tasty. Okay, they will also eat the food items, and even if they don't like it, they are going to act like that. Okay, this is something tasty. Okay, so I want each and everyone to try this thing also. And even after that, if she won't eat that, I want uh, a comment from your side in the chat box, okay, or in this live video session. Perfect. So let's wind up this session. And it was so nice talking to you, to each and everyone. And for more questions, you can just type it in the comment box, and we will go through each and every question of yours, and we are going to answer that. Okay. So bye bye everyone.